Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I'm going to be doing the stream for approximately an hour. I might cut it short. I might run longer. I've done so in the past. So I'm going to be just waiting for people to join right now because I'm looking forward to listening to people's comments as as this is live. People can leave me comments for the stream. So what I want to do for the stream is I want to make the topic is positivity, right? How to stay positive in your life and how to basically just not be so negative. And I know that this is coming from a guy who has struggled with depression and having low self-esteem. And oftentimes, I've had a lot of negative thoughts and they have disturbed me. They have had consequences in my life. And I think basically the gist of it is I've always wanted to just be more of a positive person. I've wanted to enjoy my life more. And I'm not saying that it's as simple as, being positive is going to take care of your depression. I mean, no, I mean, depression is way more severe than just how happy you are. Depression has a lot of different factors that contribute to it. However, as somebody who's depressed, I've lacked a lot of happiness in my life. Therefore, that is why I find being positive so intriguing to me. So I want to talk about that. I want to explore it with people in the chat, and I'm looking forward to it. And this is all kind of as a result of my last stream, which I made. The last stream that I uploaded a couple days ago was basically just me complaining about how I don't know what to do with my life, and it was very negative. It kind of was negative. It was a stream where I wasn't really trying to ask the people that were in the chat how they were doing. I wasn't answering questions. I was literally just complaining. I was just like frustrated with my life, and a lot of it had to do with just simply being unhappy, and a lot of that was just negative. So that's why this stream, I'm going to try to be more positive. I'm going to try to smile. I'm actually focusing on this. And that's why I'm doing this. It's kind of hard because somebody who is always negative, somebody who has depression, somebody who struggles with all these things, I'm not quite sure how I can be positive, but I hope to talk about this and explore it and try to be positive during this stream. So hello to anybody who's here. I also did want to talk about how interesting it was that stream that I'm talking about, the stream where the last one I did a couple days ago, where I was complaining about my life, saying that I had no idea what I was going to do in my life. And it was basically just me, frustrated, having an outburst. What I found interesting about that stream was that, it got more likes on it than what most of my videos get. So basically, the way that I can gauge and understand whether or not you, as the viewer of my channel and other people that watch my channel, how much do you like the videos that I make, and which ones do you like more than others? That way I can continue making the videos that you like, talking about the things that you want me to talk about. And it was very interesting because that last one where I thought I was being negative, I thought I was just being overly dramatic about my life. Looking back at the number of likes it got today, I realized, wow, that got more likes than the last dozen videos that I've uploaded on my channel, which I thought was interesting. And even more interesting than that, when you go back and look at which video, okay, so first of all, let me just say, my videos don't get a lot of views, right? The average video that I upload, or a regular upload, gets around 100 views, right? Unless, of course, it gets put in the hands of people that aren't my subscribers. So most videos are only watched by people that have subscribed to me. But every now and then, one of the videos that I make will gain a little bit of traction and attract people that aren't my subscribers, right? They'll get put in the suggestion box or whatever for videos. So basically, it's just you guys that are watching these videos of mine. 100 views per regular upload, and that means what, like 10 likes on it, or maybe 15 if it's a good video. Well, the last one I made that got a decent number of likes before this last one was the video that was called Me Crying Because My Life Isn't Fun. So I don't know what's up with all you guys. I don't know why. You seem to like the videos where I'm struggling a little bit. You seem to like the videos where I am negative. You seem to like the videos where I am complaining. I just find that interesting. I don't know why that is. So anyway, the topic of this one is going to be about being positive, you know, and at this point, I'm also just going to answer your guys' questions. I am just going to talk to you guys. It seems like there's not really anybody here. I did see that somebody did say hi to me in the chat. I don't know if they're still here. Hello to anybody who is here. And I do want to encourage people who are watching this live to leave comments, ask me personal questions, talk about yourself. You know, what kinds of things are you going through in your life? And then I will try to talk to you. So at this point, the stream, I've been going for a few minutes now, and it does not seem like I'm getting a lot of people here. So maybe the first lesson is this. So far, I'm not too excited about how this is going. But luckily, I have stuff to talk about. So whether anybody's here or not, I can still talk. And later on, when this gets uploaded to my channel, you guys can watch it. So I guess the lesson I was going to say was, even though things aren't going that great for me right now, I'm not having the best stream I've ever had. Guess what? I can stay positive. I can keep continuing on. I don't have to stop. I don't have to feel like, oh man, this sucks. I'm just going to quit. I don't have to quit. I can keep on going. So that's why that's the lesson. That's why you got to stay positive, because in your life, you know, things aren't going to go perfectly. Everybody has all these obstacles, all these things that are getting in their way. But whatever it is for you, if you stay positive, that is what is going to keep you from quitting. That's going to keep you from giving up on yourself. And that's what's important. Always strive to make your life better. Always strive to continue on the path that you want to take in your life. And any negativity is basically going to be your enemy. It's what's going to stop you in the long run. So that's why I'm promoting positivity in the stream. Kind of ironic that not a lot of people are watching the stream about positivity. I don't know if it's just because I chose this particular time or this particular day or whatever, but if it goes along with anything that I was talking about earlier with all the, you guys seem to only like the videos where I'm negative. I don't know, it seems to make sense. So I do want to talk about my live streams a little bit, because this is my 5th live stream, and I've done 5 live streams in the past 7 or 8 days, and that is a lot. And obviously I am trying something new here. Normally the uploads that I make are like regular YouTube videos that you'd see anybody else do for about 5 to 10 minutes, right? That's what people try to make their videos, short videos, because people don't want to watch long, you know, hour-long videos. I actually love long videos. The longer video, the better. I will sit down and watch an hour-long video, and I'll watch more of them, you know, more back-to-back, you know, I'll spend hours watching stuff. But most people on YouTube, you know, they don't want to spend all their time watching an hour-long video. They don't want to spend all their time. That's why YouTubers make their videos short. So I am trying something new with these live streams. However, I do want to get back to making regular videos that are shorter, you know, for those of you that don't want to watch these. However, I don't feel like I'm in the right situation where I kind of have a plan for that. I don't really know exactly what I want to do. I find these to be more enjoyable. You know, what I think you might find is that if I keep doing these live streams, you're going to have more content from me than what you would have if I didn't do these live streams. Like I said, this is the 5th live stream in the past like 7 or 8 days. And normally I don't upload that frequently with my regular videos. So you're getting a lot more content. So I also want to say, you know, if anybody's here, because it doesn't look like I'm getting a lot of viewers, make sure you guys say, hey, I do see somebody saying hi to me. So hello to everybody who is here. Make sure that you talk to me, you know, your questions, the things that you want to talk about. Share with me what you're going through in your life. Ask me a question, you know, ask for advice if you want. Ask me about myself if you want. Whatever it might be, all your questions can help me move this conversation and make it flow better. So so I do want to start by saying that one of the things I do want to ask you, since the stream, again, if you just joined me, it is going to be about staying positive in your life, you know, throughout, you know, your struggles that you might have, because obviously, you know, if you're depressed, I mean, it's obvious it's hard to stay positive if you have depression, but you know, even non-depressed people who just have really stressful lives, have a lot of problems that they go through, you know, find it hard to stay positive in the midst of all this negativity. So my question for you, if you're watching this right now and if you're in the live chat, it is, what do you think about this? How can we as people stay positive in a world that's negative? How can we stay positive when we ourselves might have a negative mindset, whether it's a negative attitude about ourselves or a negative view on other people? What do you guys think are some tips or strategies to stay positive in any aspect or any degree at all? So that is something I will leave for people who are here. It does not look like there's a lot of people here at all, so I might be talking to nobody there. However, I guess I will move on, and I will say that one of the things I did think about like the first thing that comes to mind to me when I think about being positive is smiling, right? So I'm gonna try to smile in this stream and be positive, saying things like, I love myself, I love you guys, everything is wonderful in life. I mean, that's being positive, right? I wouldn't know because I'm not always the most positive person, but I think that if you smile more, right? I'm not trying to steal that from Roman Atwood, but if you smile more, it's gonna probably be a good thing for you. So, I remember I would always get upset when I was younger because I would never smile, and people would always be like, Kenny, you need to smile more. And that would it would actually make me a little bit more upset. Actually, I would pretty much just like be like, whatever. And I'd look away and I'd pretty much I didn't say it, but in my head, I was just thinking, you know what, fuck you. I don't want to smile more. And, it's always been difficult for me because while I said that, I really wanted to be happy. I really wanted to be positive. I wanted to smile more. I wanted to feel like people enjoyed me. I wanted to feel like people, found it enjoyable to be around me because I was a positive person, but I've always struggled with it because I wasn't a positive person. So, somebody in the comment says, I think you need to find what is the cause of the negativity and work out how to solve it. Yes, absolutely. That is what I was trying to get at. That is essentially what I believe in as well. It's to figure out exactly why you're negative. Why are you having negative thoughts? And then what are the specific negative thoughts that you have? And then address them. Figure it out. I can't think of any specific examples right now, but if I think of any later on in the stream, I will say them. Another thing that I thought about is, if when it comes to the topic of self-esteem or how you view yourself, the self-worth that you have, one of the things that I've found is if you have a negative self-esteem, it's because you say things to yourself or about yourself that are always negative, right? Like, I am a loser. I'm stupid, when you might not really be, So some of these things are distortions of thought. Some of these are not even true. Some of them are just, you're telling yourself things that have no real basis to them. I mean, like if you say to yourself, I always screw up. I always mess up. I always do things wrong. Whatever it might be. I can't really think of any specific examples right now. You can fill in your own example to that kind of situation, but that would be, it's not true because you don't always screw things up. You aren't always stupid. You might do stupid things. You might be wrong sometimes, but it doesn't mean that you have to make that statement about yourself, So I would say that to possibly when we are talking about self-esteem, to one of the things that you could do as a strategy, as like a tool, as something that I would advise people to do, is to really be self-reflective and maybe take some time, whether to write these down or say them out loud, but just identify, if you had to, what are the positive things about yourself? What are the things that you can say you've done well in the past? What are the things that other people find to be positive traits about you? Because that's one of the things that a lot of people don't do. Get other people's feedback. Go around, ask people, say, hey, I'm just struggling, with my self-esteem. you know, be honest, be vulnerable, admit to them, you know, like, hey, I'm struggling with just being overly negative. You know, I don't really know what about myself is something that I can be positive about, and ask them, what are my positive traits? And then they'll tell you, you know, you're a really kind person, you know, more than other people, or you are really, you're really smart about certain things, and they'll tell you like specific things about you. So then, you know, once you get that outside feedback, it really helps like reshape and build up a more positive self-image that you can have of yourself. So these are just a couple of my suggestions. So again, it doesn't, I'm still not having that great of a stream right now. There's not really that many people here. Normally I get at least 5 to 10 people, and at this point we've been fluctuating between like 1 and 3. So I'm not having the best stream right now. It is actually that right there. I mean, that's why I could be negative right now, right? This stream sucks. I hate, you know, the fact, I don't know, maybe I just made a wrong decision to stream it at this time of day and this day of the week. Who knows? First, let me get a drink of water. My mouth is starting to get a little dry. I do want to say just thank you to anybody who does participate in these. Thank you to anybody who is supportive of this channel. Thank you to everybody who has said good things to me. Your feedback is phenomenal. It makes me feel better and makes me continue. You know, you guys could, if you wanted to, absolutely give me the most negative feedback in the world, which I've gotten a few hateful statements, just mean things. You know, there are real criticisms that are helpful to me, but just plain out negativity is not something that comes around to me that often. I have experienced it, you know, because I am putting myself out there with these videos and the stuff that I do on this channel. But you know, one of the things that keeps me going is just remembering that it's not for, I don't make these videos, I don't do these streams for the people that are just gonna not understand and hate them. I'm doing this because among all the people that could potentially watch my videos, somewhere out there, there's going to be people that have real problems that I can help with. Now, I'm not the best person for all this, right? I don't have a professional background. I don't even have the most life experience, and I'm young. So I've got a lot of reasons to not have good credibility. However, I know that if I keep doing this, I'll get better. And I know that eventually I'm going to come across the people that actually do appreciate what I'm doing, the people that actually do benefit from it. And those people are the ones that I hope stick around. So if you are one of those people, I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. And I hope that anybody else who finds me and watches me, you know, I hope that you guys, you know, do understand whether this is not the best place for you or not. I hope that you understand what I'm doing, and I hope that you realize the value in it, which is just basically talking about self-esteem. It's talking about depression. It's talking about things that I can personally experience. And at the end of the day, what I really want is for people to truly be happy with themselves and happy with their lives. So whether that's maybe your life isn't as good as you want it to be, you want your life to be better, then, you know, that's the topic of, you know, self-improvement. What can you do to improve your life right now? How can you organize your life? How can you, what kind of strategies can you implement to really get to a different level that you've never been at before in your life, so then you can be happy with yourself? So that's why I'm interested in both mental health and personal development. So yeah. So again, anybody, if you want to leave a comment, talk about, you know, how we can stay positive in life today, even though, you know, we can be negative about ourselves sometimes and negative towards other people. So yeah, leave a comment if you're on the stream. I'm not getting a lot of comments right now, so I'm just talking, and I'm fine doing that. That might just mean that I end the stream early, honestly. Nothing wrong with that. I have a few more things I can say, and then if I have to, that'll be it. Okay. This water feels so good right now. My mouth is really dry. So, on that same topic, you know, talking about like getting, you know, maybe some nasty comments. If you have a YouTube channel, or if you do anything on social media, you're going to come across people that are trolls. You're going to come across people that just have a nasty attitude. They're going to say mean things to you. You know, I've been called a pussy before. I've been called whatever other words, and it is negative. It's just pure negativity. It's just inflicting pain on other people, and I don't really appreciate that. I don't like people that do that all the time, or ever, really. But whatever, I try to stay away from them, and that's something that I think anybody can do. So one of the factors about like how you can possibly, I don't know, I haven't tried any of this out. I don't really know this, but I've heard this from others that say that if you want to be more positive, or at least if you want to avoid negativity, is to surround yourself in an environment that promotes positivity and doesn't, doesn't promote negativity. So, for example, one of the things today um, that I think brings a lot of us into a negative mindset is just the mere fact that we have television and the internet with the news and social media. There's so much terrible things. There's so much terrible things that are going on in the world today that you turn on the news and you see wars and you see politics and you see all sorts of criminals and people that are doing nasty things, and it might make you think that the world is a dark, evil place, which there is going to be truth in that, of course, right? But at some point, if you're not going to be the one that's going out there and dealing with the criminals or dealing with the political problems, and if you're not the one really that has that responsibility, it might not be a good idea to spend so much time watching the news or focusing on it as much. It's always, you should always be informed, right? You should always be informed what's going on in the world, what are the problems the world has right now. But in terms of, if your focus at the moment is how can I be a happy person, how can I avoid negativity, be positive, maybe just turn off the news. Same thing with social media. Like I said, you're gonna get hateful comments if you're on social media live, especially if you have like a YouTube channel or something. You're gonna be, getting that kind of negativity. So if you, if you don't want to be around that kind of negativity, then it might be a good idea to try to spend less time on the internet, or just don't read your YouTube comments or whatever it might be. And not saying that it's not always that sheltering yourself from negativity is what is best for you. I'm not really sure. Maybe the best thing is to just throw yourself into the fire and get burned, and that'll make you in the future less likely to feel that same kind of suffering. I don't know. I don't know if the best thing is to, the best way to grow stronger is to just be a part of it. But I mean, at certain points, I mean, especially if you're weak and vulnerable, possibly avoiding things might be the best solution. Again, I'm just throwing this stuff out there. Again, I gotta say, I don't always know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'm talking way over my head. I have no real reason to like prove to you that this is what you should be doing in your life. I do suggest that you go out there and look for yourself. Maybe there's some actual research or studies that have talked about this kind of things. Who knows? So let's see. I do see a new comment saying the exercise is a good one. Makes you feel good because it does release a chemical in your brain that makes you feel good. Yeah, I actually, good thing you brought that up, because I actually was gonna mention that somewhere in here, but because I have all the stuff written down on my paper over here. This time I actually prepared for the stream. I actually, I'm not just winging it. And good thing I did, because there's hardly anybody here. So the conversation's not going, there's not as many comments for me to read over and respond to as there normally is. So it's a good thing I prepared. But yes, I was going to talk about that. Exercise is probably one of the best ways to, feel better, right? Because it does have that chemical release. There is a real physical explanation for why you feel good after you exercise. So if you are struggling with depression, or you're just you're just having a bad day, or not a bad day, but you're just in a your mood is not very good. If you're unhappy, if you don't know what you should do, exercise is it's gonna it's probably like one of the easiest things to do, one of the most straightforward, at least, things to do to feel better in the moment. And I don't know how long it lasts. Maybe it's just for the moment that you do it, or straight afterward, or maybe it'll last a day, or maybe it'll last longer than that. I don't know. But if you like incorporate exercise into your life, whether it's lifting weights, or if it's just going for a run, or if it, I mean, heck, maybe just doing jumping jacks would be good enough. Just stand up right now and do like a few jumping jacks, or do a few push-ups on the floor. Any little thing, it's gonna get you out of this slump that you might be in. And I suggest that to do if you're going through a phase where you're either depressed or you need that boost. And again, the whole actual physical side to it, the whole chemical thing, is of course the, you know, it's why it's such a great tool for you to use. So let's see, what else can I talk about? Back to what I was talking about earlier, with surrounding yourself with people that are positive, you know, avoiding social media and the news, you know, just, I don't know, look at who your friends are, look at who your family is, look at who you spend your time listening to, the figures that you watch on TV or in social media on YouTube or whatever. How are these people talking? What is their attitude? Because a lot of that is going to rub off on you. A lot of that is going to influence you and your own thoughts, whether you realize it or not. Who you surround yourself with is going to probably have an effect on you. Again, I might be wrong. This is just what I've heard from other people, which maybe that means stop watching my channel, right? I am negative in a lot of my videos. I do talk about things from a perspective of, you know, being depressed. So I don't know why I would even say that. I hope that you guys actually wouldn't unsubscribe from me and stop watching my videos. But, you know, that is one of the problems that I have is, you know, possibly the reason why I don't have that many friends right now is because they've tried to avoid me because they don't want my negativity in their life. So this is why I think it's important to try to be more positive as a person. This is why I want it for myself, right? I want to be more positive as a person because I want to be the kind of person that people like to be around. So that's just one of the other reasons. I mean, obviously, I just want to feel good. I want to, you know, I hope that maybe being more positive is a tool. It's at least a way for me to, you know, it's something that can contribute to decreasing my depression, right? I don't know. I mean, because depression is, you know, obviously more serious than just having a positive attitude. You can't just say to a depressed person like, "Hey, you got to be happy." I mean, it's not going to really change anything, you know. I realize that. However, I want to think that one of the reasons why I'm depressed is because I'm not positive enough. It's because I have a negative outlook on life. So if we can figure out how to be more positive, maybe the depression won't be so severe. So that's just my thoughts. Okay, so I do appreciate whoever is still here. I went through most of the things I did want to talk about in this. I was expecting there to be more people commenting here, that way to fill in some of the gaps between points, where people would ask me questions and I could help people out with other things that aren't related to this topic. But it seems like I've gone through like most of the things that I wanted to talk about. And since nobody's here, I'm going to have to think about ending the stream soon. So we'll see what happens. See if anybody else joins. See if any new comments or questions are asked. Something I can talk about. But I'm actually fairly happy with the way the stream is going, even though I'm not getting the kind of turnout that I was hoping for, or at least expecting. Let's see. I think sometimes we have negative thoughts. Sometimes we get overwhelmed with negativity, thoughts about ourselves, like I can't do anything right, or nobody likes me, or you know, I'm a loser, you know, my life sucks, whatever it might be. These are thoughts that I've had in the past before, and what I think sometimes might happen is we can't get these thoughts out of our head. they're stuck. We constantly keep coming back to them, and they keep popping up from time to time. And they're absolutely negative. They're absolutely destructive. And my thought about this, or at least my idea, my wish, my dream, my hope, is that with time, with effort, with the right strategy, the right person to explain how to do this, is that eventually you can let go of these thoughts and they won't consistently burden you. So I wish I understood, I wish it was just like a magical way that you can just be like, ooh, I have cord here. I just was trying to lift my arm up and it didn't really work. But I wish that you could just like say, okay, I have all these negative thoughts in my head. Now go away. And then they just disappear and they're gone. I wish you could just like push them away just by your own will. However, I know it's not as simple as that. I know it's more complicated. But I think that it is a powerful tool to at least be motivated by and driven to figure out how you can let go of all these negative thoughts. And maybe it's just as simple as just saying a bold statement out loud to yourself. I am not going to allow myself to be negative. And in turn, I will be positive. I think sometimes, just saying those types of things, setting that kind of standard for yourself, while I know it's not quite as straightforward and simple, I think that has a tremendous long-term effect on you. Because when you make a claim today that you want something for tomorrow for you to be better, it might not turn out that right away in the short term. It might not be that you can just get rid of all these thoughts, but over the long term, because you have said it out loud, because you've made it a statement, because it's what you believe in, over time, I think you'll just naturally see things go down in terms of your negative thoughts. Now, I have no evidence to back this up. I don't know for sure. It's just kind of a educated guess. But I believe in that, and I try to do that myself from time to time. Just allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to just enjoy life. It's easier said than done because they're thoughts that haunt you from time to time. They keep coming back when you don't want them, and you don't choose to have these thoughts. They're almost subconscious, or they're almost they're not obviously things that you just go out looking to, you're not looking to have these negative thoughts. But, I think if you make it your a conscious effort, I think if you make it your decision that you want to be more positive, I think that it can be achieved. So, with that being said, I want to thank everybody for being on this stream. I want to thank you guys for listening to this and watching this all the way through. Again, it does not seem like I'm getting a lot of turnout here. There's not really much more that I had prepared for you guys. So at this point, it does seem like this is going to be the end, unless anybody, unless I get more comments right now. I did have a closing statement that I did want to make. So, okay, I'm just going to end it here. My goal for this, right? My goal for my whole channel, my goal for you is I really want to be a positive influence on you. I know that I am not always the most positive person. I can be really negative at times, and I do struggle. And I know that you guys understand this. I know that you guys realize that I'm talking about some very serious stuff. I'm not the most entertaining. I'm not the most interesting. I'm not the most likable person for whatever reasons, because I'm not throwing jokes around or anything. But my ultimate goal for this, with these videos, is to make a difference, and it is to figure out how to, live my life better, how to figure out, how to deal with the depression that I have and the anxiety and all these other things. And I want to make a difference. I want to help people out. So I hope that this stream talking about positivity, I hope that it gets you thinking about being more positive in your life. And you might not have the biggest struggle with being positive as I do, or maybe you do, maybe it's worse, but hopefully you choose to focus on being positive in your life as much as I'm trying to focus on it in my life. And as much as I'm trying to influence you, as much as I'm trying to make a difference, to spread positivity, I hope that you do as well. So with that being said, get out there, be positive, do it for yourself, do it for other people, share and spread your positivity with other people. The world has an epidemic, I feel, with depression and low self-esteem and people having all these negative thoughts. And we all have this individual internal battle going on with our mindset and our thoughts. And I feel like there could be more people talking about it and diving deep into strategies and different ways to live your life better and to change the way your thought is. So I'm really interested in making a difference to help change people's mindsets and improve them. So your ability to spread positivity to other people is extremely important, and I hope that you take it seriously. So again, thank you for watching the stream, and continue to spread the positivity, because that's just a good thing for the world and it's a good thing for yourself. So stay positive, and thank you for watching the stream. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. That's it. All right. Bye, guys.